the time of lockdowns and coronavirus, to be able to celebrate a very important day today. I'm from the United States, and here in Magdala I have the opportunity to work with our guests so that their time here in Magdala is something which really marks them, and they have the desire to come back, the desire to know so much more about not only the Galilee but also everywhere in this land. So I'm also the director of the Women's Encounter of the Magdalena Institute, and it was a very important moment at that time when I think some of you were able to come and see that there's a large flow of people who come through this particular lobby. And those people who have been here over this past week are delighted to see a very special something right here that we're going to reveal today. And so for you to join us for this celebration, what I would actually call this homecoming, it's a very important moment for us to celebrate one of the most significant finds in Israel, and the experts that are with us here today can certainly more adequately explain and describe what is here. The Magdala Stone is a focal point for visitors and guests because not only does it arouse great interest in the ancient history of this land, but it also raises questions in each individual as they try to understand its signs and symbols, and they engage us as we peer into its mystery. It remains a mystery. And so we seek to know its message, the message it gave to the ancients, the message that it gave to the people of this land, and the message that it gives to each and every one of us. So today we have the press, thank you for coming, we have archaeologists, we have the clergy, and we have civil leaders who have sent their messages as well to us. And all together today we celebrate this stone, but mostly we celebrate its homecoming. And we open ourselves to listen anew to what it has to say in this place where it was found. So first I wanted to just pass along the greetings from the mayor of Migdal, Eyal Cohen, and also I want to thank you all for coming. Although there's a number of civil authorities who have sent their best wishes and congratulations who will be able to come and see the stone here in the place where it was found. And I would like to introduce, many of you already know, Father Eyal Cohen, who has been here actually for almost 13 years, I believe. 15 and a half, excuse me, thank you for correcting me. And so we would like to invite some of the most important people here to reveal the stone. So Father Marcella Sabana, who's the director of Magdala, can make his way over here together with Dr. Marcella Sabana, who will be giving us a few words in just a moment. We would also like to invite our general manager, Maroon Isa, to come forward. And also, if we could have, from the Israeli Antiquities Authority, Dr. Ortiz, if she could come forward, because it's a very important moment also for the Antiquities Authority. We're so delighted to have them here represented. No, Dr. Ortiz, I know. Ortiz, my mistake, I'm still learning. Oh, there you are, I'm so sorry for my pronunciation. Okay, so here we're going to have the reveal of what's underneath this beautiful stone. Each one of you can take a corner. And I would like to have each one of us participate. As soon as we uncover this beautiful stone, we can all participate with our applause. So on the count of 3, 1, oh please take 2, and 3. I think you'll all agree it's a very handsome place, a very handsome stone, which tells us all a story. So I would like to leave the microphone for Father Eyal Cohen.
So this was the moment we were all waiting for. Bruchim Habayim Lekulam, Shalom. לשמחה גדולה לקבל אותם פה. We first want to recognize Dr. Orit Shamir from the Rishut HaDikot, the Israeli Antiquities Authority, who is in charge of all museums and exhibits of the Israeli Antiquities Authority. We thank you, Dr. Orit, for coming to reveal the stone. She also took the Magdala Stone already to the Metropolitan Museum of New York. And I'm not sure if, I didn't ask Dr. Orit where she got again, if you had done the exhibit in Rome. Were you there at the exhibition? Oh, okay. Yeah, very good. So now I would like to call on Dr. Moti Aviam, Professor Emeritus at Piedra College, one of the great archaeologists of Galilee, who published the first study of the Magdala Stone to explain this enigmatic object for us.
Thank you. Welcome all. Welcome all. I'm not going to do any scientific lecture here. I just wanted to congratulate the hotel and the stone for coming here. This is a stone. This is an object, a silent object, beautifully decorated. Some scholars in the world say it's only a collection of decorations, that's all. But others, like me and others, think that what we have here is symbolic decoration that represents the temple in Jerusalem. And that's the most important part. This stone stood like the replica in the center of the synagogue. And what I'd like the most for you to know is not the object, not the stone, and not each of the symbols, but rather to try and get the feelings of Jews of the first century coming to the synagogue at Magdala on Shabbat, sit in the benches around the stone, listening to the Torah read right above it, because I believe, and most scholars believe, that this is a base for reading the Torah, for the table on which the Torah was read. And what they feel while looking at the stone is the strong, very strong feelings of the temple in Jerusalem. For Jews in the Galilee in the first century, it was not very easy. They didn't have a car to go to Jerusalem. It is a week hike to Jerusalem, a dangerous one, and a week back, and a week stay, 3 weeks at least, if not 4 weeks of their year, and therefore not everyone made the pilgrimage to Jerusalem. So sitting here on Shabbat, around this stone and listening for the Torah read, that's an important moment for every Jew at Magdala during the first century, a time when Jesus and his disciples were here around the lake. So I think that sitting here looking at the stone, and every visitor who will come here to the hotel, whether he is a pilgrim from abroad or an Israeli visitor who will read what it is, will get at least some of the feelings of the people here in the first century. And this place, this hotel, this synagogue, and this site around it is a unique phenomenon in the country and in the world. There's not very many places where people can come and visit an archaeological, stay in a hotel within an archaeological site and see and be so close to a synagogue from the time of the temple. So I wish good luck for the stone in her home here, and thank you all for coming to admire it. Thank you.
I hope some of you are getting that feeling right now, especially those of you who can come close to the original stone and take a look at those markings. It's just exciting. Now I would like to introduce Dr. Marcella Sabana. She is our archaeologist archaeologist, the director of the archaeological project here in Magdala. She is a professor at the University of Anáhuac in Mexico, and she was here doing some excavations, of course, and part of the site when the stone was found. So, welcome, Dr. Marcella.
Thank you to be here. Thank you for joining us to this an amazing day for all of the people who work and who live here in Magdala. This is a very special and unique day that we come to the opportunity to see again the Magdala Stone. I will read a few words that I prepared this morning. Archaeology is a bridge which gives us the opportunity to connect the past with the present and the knowledge of the people who lived thousands of years ago, connecting it with our reality of today and letting us learn about our history through the time. Thinking of an analogy, the Magdala Stone is that icon that connects us with our past. Today we have the privilege of receiving it in its original location, and with it the opportunity to open our eyes and mind to think about the importance of the stone in this synagogue 2,000 years ago. It is an unique piece that with its invaluable historical, religious, cultural and artistic heritage only makes sense in its original context. As a bridge, the Magdala Stone, now back in Magdala, allows us to open our sense to connect with the people who were here in this time of this splendor. Today, we and thousands of people who will be able to contemplate it have the opportunity to relive that experience that goes beyond the material. We celebrate to be able to have that bridge here that unites us as a people and connects us to our past. Thank you very much.
And now I would like to introduce, at a little lower height because of circumstances, our director here at Magdala and the one who had the inspiration of coming here, which actually has been extremely significant for all of us and certainly for everyone in this land, Father Juan Sabana. He doesn't let me push him. He prefers to do it himself.
Thank you very much. I have been waiting for this moment for almost 14 years. It is a big emotion to welcome back this stone that I myself, with some other workers here, put in the truck that remove it from the site. So I say bye, see you soon to the stone at the beginning of January 2010. So to see the stone coming back today is a big joy, is a sign of very good cooperation with the authorities. I want to send my greetings and my thanks to the General Director of the Antiquities Authority, also to the responsible of the Antiquities Authority in the Galilee, and to everyone who have been involved in this coming home of the Magdala Stone. Let me tell you the core of my emotions this morning. I'm a Catholic priest. I was lucky enough to start this project, to put together many of the resources, projects, plans for this center. And at a certain point, we called Magdala a crossroads of Jewish and Christian history. Crossroads of Jewish and Christian history. So what I can understand for the Magdala Stone so far is a long, long story of Judaism, represented here in some of the symbols, the stone itself with its architectural design. So all Judaism, and also somehow a window open towards Christianity, the beginning of Christianity that, as you know, happened in this area, Capernaum, Mount of the Beatitudes, Magdala itself, Nazareth, and all these communities. So, putting together ancient times and modern times, I think, is a window open to the future. We can rewrite something about the history, the relationship, and I hope that Magdala will be that bridge that will help people encounter, meet, understand, love, and plan, hopefully, a better future. I want to thank everyone involved in this event, everyone who is behind the scenes, as I said. First of all, the authorities of the Antiquities Authority of Israel, our general manager, Maroon Isa here present, the friends and everyone who put together this event. Is simple indeed, but at the same time is very meaningful for us, and I hope for the region, for the municipality, and for all the visitors that will come and enjoy the presence of it and the understanding of it in the near future. Thank you once again to Dr. Orit here present. We have been talking about this moment since a long time, and not only that, she is pressing on me to develop the showing of many more objects, not only from Magdala, even from other places that can be enjoyed by people, visitors, and locals as well. So, thank you very much. Let's hope that this moment will shed some light on our future activities, our future projects, and everyone coming and enjoying his presence on Magdala. Thank you very much.
So we thank you all for coming to this event, and now we go to the second stage, which everybody is looking forward to at this point, which is to all of our guests to come upstairs for lunch. Some pictures. You want to take some pictures here at the stone? With everybody who's there. Okay, a whole group picture here. Father Juan wants a complete group picture here around the stone. There are two types of people in the world. There's normal people like Uri from I-24 and his buddy and me and Maroon and Moti, and then there's concentrated people like Marcella. So the concentrated people stand to the front and the normal people take a step back. So let's get organized for the picture. Let's do a group picture here. All the paparazzi are waiting for us. Marcella was on this side. Okay, we have cameramen, technical photographers. Because of the light, there's a suggestion that we should line up here and the cameras go over on the east side. Is that a good idea?
We can take the stone to the sun.
If you lift it, Marty, the Mossad will be here because it's all secure.
We don't need sun.
We don't need sun. The photographers don't need sun. These are Israeli photographers.
Come here, Father John, come here. מרון ככה. הם רוצים את החלק הזה.
זהו, בואו נפתח, בואו נפתח. יאללה, בואו
Please, come closer.
Our guest, please, Dr. Orit, would you like to be in the picture, please? Moti, come over here. All the guests, we've invited Father Francesco. Where's Father Francesco, Father Graziano? Okay.
Just a minute.
Come on, people.
רגע, Father,
please, everybody.
Where is Dina Ashton Garney? Where is Dina?
Here, she's coming.
Ayman, stand. Stand in the picture. Take off the microphone.
Too much people.
רגע, עכשיו תשאירו רק את החשובים.
אז לא זה היה פה פרומו?
David, you should come to the picture.
כן, לא, אבל... David, go inside the picture.
Alex, volunteer. Nasser, where's Nasser? Nasser. Wasim. Where's Wasim? Wasim.
Many people. טוב, רגע. enough? זהו? רגע.
Oded, where are you? Where is Ohad?
רגע. אנחנו תכף נעשה מי שצריך.
Maya. You should come, she's here. Timor.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go eat, people. Upstairs to the right is the stairway and an elevator. Just follow Father Graziano, he knows the way to the dining room.